Hey folks, hey fellow YouTubers. I know you recognize this guy. This is one of my favorite Ozark fishing buddies, Ronnie Curry. And my other good buddy, Mark Saunders. Hey Mark, hey, you're my captain today. You're gonna show us a fish. And we're on Bull Shoals Lake. And let me tell you, this is our annual deal. We come out here all the time. And Mark, you got the big old stripers figured out. You got the walleyes figured out. Ronnie, you got the bass figured out. I'm just along for the ride. I need to learn from you guys. You're my coaches, okay?
We're ready.
Hey, let me tell you about Ronnie. Ronnie's had a little setback this last 6 months. Been in the hospital. This is your first fishing trip in what, 7 months?
7 months.
7 months. He had a real bad case. He had a couple operations. He can't walk real well, and he can't walk at all, really. Have to kind of load him in a boat. Hey, but he can fish. And he's got the knowledge of what to do, and that's the main thing. Hey, it's good to have you back in the game, Ronnie.
It's good to be in the game.
Now, I'll tell you, the game is, I guess the game is big stripers, huh, Mark?
Stripers, walleye, smallmouth, bass,
Big
you name
crappie.
it. Crappie.
Big old
Yeah.
crappie.
Well, I tell you, you can't beat this time of year. This is the number one time. I mean, what better 2 weeks could there be? I mean, this is turkey season. The morel mushrooms are up. The poke salad and the suckers, we get to snag some suckers and score them and eat them. I mean, we're gonna have a fish fry tonight.
Yes, we will.
So, okay, where we're gonna go first, Mark?
We're going to take off down the lake about a couple miles.
Okay.
Down to windy pea gravel points and catch some stripers.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh, this is a perfect day.
Oh, Mark.
Absolutely
good?
perfect.
They're here. It's be a slaughter.
Hey, YouTubers, you might not realize this, but this man, Ronnie Curry, and I, we've been hitting this week, middle part of April, for 40 years now. This is our annual, this is my annual trip. It's like a religion, coming up here to turkey hunt with you, bass fish here at Bull Shoals Lake, and of course we fished with Mark a lot as well. But anyway, Ronnie, you and I go back 40 years coming down here.
It's been a long time.
Springtime.
It's a good year.
So you're back in the game. Hey.
We're really looking forward to it.
You haven't caught a fish yet, but hey, you're gonna be catching them. Hey, Mark, we got an Alabama rig deal going, huh?
You bet.
Is that what we're doing?
We're going to do customized rigs here. We're in Arkansas, so we can throw, 7, 8, 9, whatever. More the merrier.
Okay. I got a big old thing rigged up with multiple hooks. Yeah. And Mark's got them all rigged up in there. Look at that thing. Holy moly. He's got hooks everywhere. Man. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we call them dead chickens because they sound like a dead chicken when they hit the water.
I'm going to let Mark be the captain of today's venture because he's been doing this. And also, I wanted to show the camera, and I'll show the audience this little thing here. Look at this shot here, folks. Here's Mark. Here's Mark with some big fish. How big is that striper?
Yeah, it was about 45.
45 pounds. Look at that, a 45-pound striper. And here's another one. How big is that one?
Yeah, it was about 30 some.
30 pounds. Look at that. These are monster stripers. Mark caught them in the last couple weeks. How many different hooks is that?
It's a 9-wire there.
9-wire. And that's all legal. That's legal in
Oh yeah, in Arkansas.
Missouri.
Missouri.
Missouri only can have 3, right?
Right.
Yeah, 3.
But we're in Arkansas.
We're in Arkansas. Okay, I'm just gonna watch you do this for a second, figure out what you're doing, because if you lose that thing and hang that up, it's about $40 worth of stuff.
Yeah, it's a trip to the bank.
So he's throwing it out there, slinging it out there, woo, way out there. Oop, sounds like a chicken hitting the water, huh?
Dead chicken.
Dead chicken. Now you're reeling it. How fast are you reeling it?
Just kind of medium.
Medium speed?
Yep.
And what's that? Big heavy braid, right?
Yeah, 65 pounds.
65-pound braid. That's a big heavy flipping stick too, isn't it?
Yeah, 7.6 heavy.
Wow. Catch one yet?
But we're going to.
We're gonna go to.
Yeah, they are.
What's the best bass bite right now? Spinnerbait? Ooh, there's one. I got one. I got one. I don't know what it is. Ooh, son, feels like a walleye. It's a big walleye.
Is it?
I can tell it's the way it's rolling. I'm an expert walleye fisher. I've caught like 7 in my life, so I know.
It is pulling down.
It's a walleye. I guarantee you, it's a big walleye. A very big one. I have caught 10-pound walleye. I've fished with Al Linder and those guys like that.
Oh, it is a big walleye. Giant.
Woo, giant walleye. Son, I'm a walleye king. Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's nice.
We need the net. Hey, why don't we get or we can wet net them? Big walleye. Ooh. Okay, so show the camera. Ooh. Walleye, giant walleye. Look at this guy, Mark. That's a walleye and a half, son. Yeah, he's hung. We're hung on the Alabama rig, and I'm hung in the rig. Now you can sit up now. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got.
Him up. Oh, I'm hung. All right, you got it.
Okay, we got this deal. Big walleye.
That's about 5, 6 pound or 6.
I don't know. He's big. He's a big walleye. We're all hung up every which way, folks. You're talking about the walleye king. The walleye king, son. Big old giant walleye. I know everything in the world about walleye. I've caught 7. No, I have caught quite a few walleye with Linder and those guys. You got one, Mark? Oh, there's one. I got. He pushed it. He pushed it. I got one right here. Ooh, I got a big smallmouth. Yes, sir. I got a nice smallmouth. Good smallmouth. Catch him.
That's not strong out.
Beautiful smallmouth, son. Look at these things. Beautiful keeper smallmouth. With, you know, that's only about 2.5 pounds. Though.
You got your deal on?
Here. Okay. Hey, Mark, what'd you hook?
Got a striper here.
Think so? How big do you think it is? Oh, look. How's that guy? Oh my heavens! Oh yeah! Look at this big striper. Oh, I tell you what, folks. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
10 or 12 pounder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one. 15.
Yeah, he's got you.
That's a good one. Need some help? Look at the camera. 15 or 20 pound fish. Now we're talking. Huh. What do you think? How big do you think it is?
I know we can weigh him here.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, I can't read it. Oh, it's 14
pounds.
14 something, a little over 14 pounds. Woo! That's a good one. That's a good one, Mark. Woo! How big? Hey, yeah, come around, come up front, come up front. We're filming. We're filming. That's a good one, Mark. Look at that size one. Look, that's a big old bass there, boys. Oh, big old 5-pounder, isn't it? Close to it, huh? Look at that, folks. Hey, this Alabama rig catches big ones too, son. Look at that thing. Holy moly, Mark. That's a big old bass, isn't it? Holy day.
I think that's been on a bed.
Probably.
Tell you.
Woo!
Take 5 of those on this lake to get a check.
I got a striper here, I think.
Man, you got another big striper.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
Oh, look at that big one. Oh, son. That's a big old striper. Oh, son. Oh. On the A-rig. On the A-rig. Look at that guy. What's he's not quite as big as that 15-pounder, but he's over 10. Wow, that's a good striper. That's a good striper, Mark. On a good day, how many stripers will you catch?
Well, I think the most is about 6, but today what we've caught.
It's a pretty good day today. Look at all the big bass we've caught. All the big walleye. Woo! Oh,
Wow, that's pretty. Beautiful fish.
Well, Ronnie, you've caught some big stripers, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's the biggest one you've caught?
About 30 pounds.
30 pounds. Wow. Wow, that's a good one. Son. Well, it's my turn. I'm going to catch one. There's one. Feels like a bass. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. Maybe not. You got one? Mark's got one. I got a bass. I got a nice smallmouth. I got to keep her smallmouth. Holy moly. I got to keep her smallmouth. Holy moly. That's a good one. 15-inch smallmouth, folks. Hell yeah, you come over. Ronnie's got one. Hey, Ronnie. What you got, son?
Probably a little white bass, I'd say.
Huh? Ronnie's got one. What you got, son?
I don't know. Not bad fish.
Ronnie's got one. I don't know what he's got. It's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
It's the first one you've caught in a while. Yeah. Look at the size of him. You got a couple of them. Holy moly, you got a whole. He got a whole bunch of them. Ronnie's got the deal. Look how many you got.
Look at here.
Look at those big guys.
Look at here.
Look at those things. A whole big bunch of them. Whole big swat of those things. What you got, son? Way to go, Ronnie. And this is what I caught, a big smallmouth. I'm gonna let my smallmouth go and help you out a little bit. Oh God, look at those things. Oh my heaven. Great big fish. Huh, Ronnie. The size of that one. That's a giant. Here, hold that picture. I want to have you hold that. Big white bass, Ronnie. That's a 3 or 4 pounder. Way to go, son. And here's another one. Okay. I bet that white bass weighed 3 pounds. Don't you think? Maybe more. Oh, there's one. I got one. I got one. I got one. I tell you what I got. I can guarantee you one thing. I got more than one. I guarantee I got more than one. I don't know how many I got. But I got a bunch of fish on this thing. That rig is loaded up. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Big smallmouth. I got 2 big bass on. I got hey Mark, if you would, or somebody hold this camera. Just, and you got a big white bass, just hold this camera. I got 2 big bass. I'll show the camera these 2 big bass. These are 2 big bass on there. I got 2 big keeper bass. 2 big keeper bass on this thing. I'm gonna lift it up if I can. Look at that, 2 big huge bass. Both of them are keeper.
What a deal.
That's a deal, son. Look at that, big old 16, 17-inch smallmouth, largemouth, and a big old smallmouth that's a keeper as well. That's the first time I've ever done that, folks. First time I've ever caught 2 of 2 different species. 2 different species fish on 1 cast. That's the deal, son. I'll tell you what, you can't beat it. Ozark's in the springtime. We're in the heart of Bull Shoals, and we're catching fish along with my turkey hunting buddies and my fishing buddies. Old Mark Saunders and Ronnie Curry. What a day. Hey, folks, I tell you what, can't beat this. The best fishing in the world, son. Let him go.
That was a shot.
Huh?
Oh, dude.
Huh? You see him?
Stand out.
He's fanning out?
Yeah, right straight in front of me, right there.
Oh yeah, see him. See, Ronnie and I, here's the deal. Ronnie and I got together first 30 years ago over the turkey hunt. Remember Johnny Morris took me down to your farm?
Yeah.
And now, and next week, so we're in Arkansas, but there's the big gobbler right up there on the hill right now. He's fanned out.
Fanning right now.
He's fanning right now. And we're gonna, Ronnie and I, we're gonna set up a blind.
Good.
We're gonna set up a blind. Ronnie's gonna try to kill the turkey. He kills a turkey every year, don't get me wrong. But now that he's kind of immobile, we have to kind of get him, he's got to be a little creative in the way we hunt now.
Look at that,
Look at that, fanning out. Hey, that's the deal, Ronnie. You know, folks, this is the best fishing lake that I know of, one of the best fishing lakes. And really every year that we come here to turkey hunt, Ronnie, you've been so gracious and let me stay at your house. I want to thank you for all the great memories we've had. But hey, the game's not over.
I know.
And so, folks, as far as Alabama rig fishing, I think you've seen today, this is the best Alabama rig fishing I've ever done. So I think you'll agree. Listen, join on our channel. I post every Wednesday afternoon about 6 o'clock and every Sunday afternoon. I really appreciate you watching. Hey, subscribe if you would. Thanks again for watching.